Okay, this video is a different one. I always go through and kind of show you the good parts of the truck, the good things that I do, you know, the new tires, new wheels, how the paint stays semi-clean, you know, after 21 years, how, you know, for the majority of the truck, I don't have any rust issues. You know, I don't have all the rust on the cab corners like everybody does. As far as I know, my cab corner is pretty solid. You know, and trust me, I knock at them all the time just to make sure that there's no issues going on with it. Same for my upper rocker panels, or the bottom portions of my doors, whatever you want to call it. You know, nothing going on with it. And just to prove that, you could actually look on the insides of these rockers, and you can see there's nothing in there. Nothing going on. They've got no rust. I believe that is just the same metal as it is right on the outside, which is a good thing. I've got nothing going on up there, which you know, I kind of try to take pride in you know, talking about. But today I was trying to get the underglow lighting taken off. It doesn't really work very well anymore, so I've started taking off some of the light bars on the underneath, just because basically for the fact I'm using rock lights instead now, and don't need the underglow. It doesn't turn on, nor do I really want it under there. So got up under here, and a few weeks back I noticed that there was some surface rust popping up on the bottom side of my rocker. And see, that could probably be another problem issue too. Yeah, this is 20 years of rock chips and just driving the truck. And a couple weeks back, I actually stripped it down, primed it, and repainted it with some bed liner, just as like a temporary fix until I was able to get the bottom portion of the truck and everything fixed and painted like I want it to be. But last night, as I was working on these lights, trying to get them taken off, I noticed that there was some bubbling up in some of my portions of my rocker panels. Like here, this is just a piece of the bed liner where it looks like it's just a little bubble. I don't think that's an issue. But over here, I decided to take my sander, sand down a little section of it, and see what was going on. Apparently my string of good luck with rust has come to an end. You know, the truck's in '97. I haven't had to fix any rust problems on it since I've owned it, and it's been in the family since 2001 or 2002. So I've got this nice little guy, little hole. You know, I peeled off some metal on the top just to see what was going on underneath, and you know, it's not a good sign. It's very crunchy right here, very soft and crunchy, and you know, I don't know what's on the back side, if there's anything going on. Can't really get up there and see, can't feel anything, but that's not good. So I'm not quite sure what to do here, as I deliver body parts all the time. I deliver rocker panels for these things all the time, and what you have to do to them to replace the rocker panel is just such a crappy job. I really don't want to have to mess with it. So I don't know what to do here. It could just be this section. Might have to cut that out and weld some metal in place. I don't know. Or the whole rocker could be covered in it on the inside. You never know. So not sure what I want to do here, but it's kind of the downfall, you know, to having an older truck. Yeah, people always kind of, you know, in the lifted truck community, people always kind of question the people that have the older trucks. You know, why do you keep them around? Why do you do this stuff to them? Why do you lift them, add all this stuff to them? Well, to me, it's just because I love the older trucks, and I love this truck, and you know, I don't have a problem with it. I prefer to put my money into customizing and building one up rather than making a monthly payment on a new one. So that's what I got going on right now. This is one of the few, or maybe even the only, kind of ugly video that I have of some of the bad stuff that's going on with it. Aside from when the transmission went out, that was pretty bad. But that's just mechanical. When the mechanical stuff happens, it's not really a huge issue, because usually I can get that taken care of fast. and pretty easy. Body stuff like this, not a good thing. I get people that ask me all the time about this little dent, this little pokey out things right here. And you know, I just showed you all the inside of that rocker, and there's nothing. That's not rust. You know, a lot of people think that's rust. That's been there for years. I mean, that's been there as long as I've known the truck, as long as I've been around it. And apparently, this is what happened with the truck a long time ago, back probably, I'd say in 99, 2000, and maybe even 98 or 97. But somebody, the first owner, this is a 2-owner truck, 2 or 3 owner truck, the first owner hit a deer or something, and it ended up slamming into this fender. So this fender's got an ugly spot underneath the flare, and somehow missed this section of the door and smashed this part. So the dent was pulled, and that was just kind of the remainder. It was what was left of it. That's the story behind that. So I guess probably here in a couple weeks, or this weekend or next weekend, I'm gonna have a little project on my hands and see if we can get that taken care of, because I do not want rust spreading throughout the whole thing. There's nothing I hate worse than when somebody has a nice lifted old body style truck with a bunch of stuff done to it, but they've got rust eating out their cab corners and their rockers. I can't do that. I can't deal with that stuff. So yeah, there we go. Little ugly side to the truck, since nobody really sees that. Comment down below. What do you guys, you know, what do you think I should do? What's my best option here? Because when it comes to the whole rust thing, I don't have any experience in it, you know. And I, you know, like I said, I deliver rocker panels and cab corners and parts to these trucks all the time at body shops that are, you know, restoring them. So I mean, I know what goes on, and I know what has to be done, probably. So just yeah, let me know, comment below, and hope everybody has a good weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and everybody be safe and just relax. It's a good weekend.